We're at the Rio Grande River today on an overcast day. It's June the 4th, and the Elephant Butte Dam just released the water from upstream. The water that is newly released is bound for the state of Texas and the neighboring country of Mexico. We're here today to see what the changes are in the environment of the river. I see mallard ducks drifting with the river's currents. At the surface of the water, you can see huge blocks of foam. The foam is formed by air bubbles as the water passes through the dry sands. The wild mallard ducks, however, looks like they're having fun with this new environment. The water is deep, it's murky, swift, and very treacherous. The dried sandbanks are now filled with water. It's starting to drizzle, which indicates more rain to come. An umbrella is handy to shield the camera from the rain. The rain will allow these flowers to continue to bloom. There are few individuals who are on trail today. The white primroses are also in bloom. These are the desert kinds, and they are called evening primroses. The moonflower is tricked into opening its bloom. It usually opens its blooms in the evening hours, but today is overcast and the light is dim. The moonflower looks very much like an eggplant. However, it is not edible and very poisonous. The nightshade plants are not edible either. Close-ups of these beautiful blooms are in order. The flowers are very fragile, like crepe paper. Not all birds are happy with the over-flooded river. This sandpiper is definitely in distress. It can't quite find itself in terms of where it should be. The Rio Grande River is very swift in this area. It has split into two channels. Several islands are formed in the middle of the river. The winds have picked up at the Rio Grande River, so we decided to go to the adjacent refuge to see if the pond is affected by the river's flow. This is a private refuge which is run by an environmental agency, but the public is welcome though restrictions are enforced. The restrictions include no hunting, no fishing, and no motorized vehicles. This is a new birdhouse structure, and I'm just going to speculate that there will be birds nesting here shortly. At a distance, we see turtles, one to your left and also to your right on the water. This overflow pond is still low on the water level. This Indian blanket is native to this area and is still blooming. There is actually a family of turtles when you view these from another direction. These red flowers are native to this area and it does resemble sweet peas. The cottonwood trees are now seeding. The fibers, however, are very, very short and it is not conducive to weaving. The short fibers, however, makes great material for nesting for the birds. The desert willow is still in bloom. The colorful lavender and spotted blooms resemble very much of those of orchid plants. As the day closes to its end, we've decided to leave the river and we'll be coming back in another day to check on the water flow. Thank you for watching.